Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front. Right there, that run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clumped.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Williams will pass. Snagged out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it. Makes the grab past the marker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Huskies are flying down the field. Williams looking for a man. It's caught. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Williams will pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The back moving. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to fire on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. The Trojans get the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Floats it out in space. Got room to work. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
USC 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They just keep firing. Caught close to the marker. It's Lane. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Sends it back in motion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Williams looking for a man. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Smashes ahead. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Williams will pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the offense is in business.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Right on the money. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Troy. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. And they swarm him under.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
Fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's got his man. They're headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Let's it fly. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. On the move, it's Coleman. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over Troy. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air. It's Mayama. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
the return is tackled down at the 26, and the Washington offense will take over first and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Running to Green. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
He's brought down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sanders.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Williams looking for a man. Got his man out of the backfield. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
The offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the back.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Evans. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Huskies are in the hurry up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. The toss to the outside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Williams looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Washington wants to go quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, USC. And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
28.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down.
At the 18. And the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams will pass. Fires left. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the give off the left side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's not. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Game of 12. And a 1st down for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He'll take another shot here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Williams will pass. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Here's the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today.